Okay, welcome to the Philly Fox and Danny D Eagles podcast. That's the star of the show, Philly Fox, and I'm your host, Danny D. We are coming to you from our Eagles perch in the Ed Bobco Memorial Studios in beautiful Morristown, PA. Today, we are going to break down and give our take on Week 17, Eagles and the Cowboys at the Link. All right, so we started the game. Eagles kick off. Elliott kicks off to Dallas, and they start on the 30. All right. Dallas and Cooper Rush were able to get a couple of first downs, but on 3rd and 3, CJ intercepted the ball and returned it for a touchdown to put the Eagles up 7-0. After a Elliott extra point, of course. Oh my God, what a way to start a game! I mean, how about?
Yes, the Eagles knew what was on the line today, and they came out with energy.
Yeah, definitely. Our boy CJ, I mean, you know, we say it all the time. That's why I love this guy, because of his emotion. Every now and then, it's going to get the best of him, and we might get a penalty for it. But if this is what it gets you, I love it. So, and you know, and this is a great way to start a game too, because they were actually moving the ball and looked promising for him. And at the very least, they were probably going to get 3, maybe possibly 7 points. So this could be
a game changer.
Yeah, game changing, and maybe a 10, 14 point swing in the game turnaround. So what a way to start the game. So now Dallas gets the ball again. Now they're starting on the 30, and they're looking good again on this second drive. They're getting into the Eagles secondary is getting burned on coverage. But then this ended up with a throw to Obert for a TD.
Yep, Tolbert.
Oh, Tolbert. Oh, boy, I'm really bad with those names, man. Sorry, people. And so he ended up with a touchdown. And that, you know, I hate to say it, but it was a good drive for them, right? 12 plays, 70 yards, 6 minutes and 5 seconds on the time. So, you know, and now we're tied up 7-7. And so now we're going to actually get the offense is finally going to get the ball for the first time. And Dallas kicks off, and Gainwell returns it to the 39. Couple incompletes, check down to Gainwell, and the Eagles were forced to punt. So you know, what did you see on that first drive?
Well, there was no rhythm established.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, they didn't look good. If it wouldn't be for that interception to start the game, we might be starting to get a little nervous here. So anyway, so there's a 52-yard punt to the Dallas 9, and I noticed the players were in the end zone were getting chippy right away. I mean, this is definitely another NFC East rivalry, and emotions are flaring, and the boys had to get separated. No penalties thrown, but it is getting a little chippy out there. But luckily, the Cowboys went 3 and out. Okay, so the Eagles take over on the 36, but they also go 3 and out. They punt to Dallas, to Dallas's 20, and they go 3 and out again. And they punt to the Eagles 19. But at least the Eagles defense is starting to shut down Cooper Rush and the Cowboys now, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's at least the defense is looking better, because I'll be honest with you, the Cowboys were looking good till this point. Okay, so now what do we got here? So then there's a pass to Devontae, a couple runs to Barkley, but the big play was the pass to Calcaterra.
It was a great catch.
Oh man, I mean, how many adjustments did he make on that? It looked like he looked right, looked left, came back to the right, and then was it a one-handed catch?
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, and I really think that was the big play of the day, and that was what started the offense rolling. It stretched out the defense, and now Dallas had to play differently. Okay, so now we got a Barkley run, then Barkley run, and then he had a pass, so he caught a pass, and that sent up the
Devontae Smith TD.
Yeah, and then with the Elliott extra point, now the Eagles are up 14-7. So now the first couple drives didn't look too good, but now we got 12 plays, 76 yards, and 6 minutes and 11 seconds. That's a good drive, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean it ate up some time, and we got Devontae going, right?
Nice.
And you were saying that you thought that was going to be a key today, like getting Devontae's confidence back and stuff. Well, and not even so much as confidence, maybe as much as just kind of get it out of the way. Let's get that catch and get it out of the way. So, all right, nice drive. Offense is looking good. They kick off. Dallas starts on their 30. But then they fumble after a catch, and I don't know who this guy was. Oren Burks, okay. Never heard of him before, but this is what the Eagles are this year, right? Howie picking up good people that are next man up, and he comes in, knocks the ball out, and
Jordan Davis
recovers the ball. And I know when he went in, you could see when he went in there, he barely had a hand on that ball, but that dude is so big and strong, man. He just rips that ball out of there, and and they ended up with the ball. So great. So now Eagles are on the Dallas 39, and they got a short field ahead of them. So we got some Barkley runs, and then we had to do a tush push on 4th and 1. That, to be honest with you, it looked more like a roll than a push, but they ended up getting it. And then later on 4th and 1. When we had 4th and 1 again, Parsons lined up in the neutral zone and gives the Eagles a first down. The rumor is out there that he wants to become an Eagle. Maybe he really does if because he seems to be helping them out. But anyway, so the Eagles ended up with an Elliott settling for an Elliott 31-yard field goal, but they're up 17-7. So all right. Now we got Dallas starting on their 26, and we got a first pass was deflected. I can't remember who actually deflected it, but it almost went right back into Nolan Smith's hands, and he would have had an interception there behind the line of scrimmage, but he ended up dropping it. A few plays later, Cooper Rush overthrows his receivers into 3 defenders, and
C.J. Gardner-Johnson comes away with it.
Yeah, man, his second interception of the day. Again, I love that guy. I love his emotion. I've said it before. I will take that penalty every now and then for these interceptions. These are game changers. These are momentum builders, and I just love that guy. Okay, yeah, so now the Eagles have the ball after the CJ second interception. We got a good run from Barkley for 15 yards, and then a really nice pass to Devontae, which got down to the 1-yard line, right?
I guess he was rolled short, though.
Yeah, his knee came down a little bit beforehand. To be honest with you, I don't know. It almost looked in real time that he maybe didn't know. He was looking at the defender coming in from his right, but I think he almost forgot about the guy from behind him, because that was one of those plays where I think in the past, if he had known it, he might have just dove into the end zone, and then that guy wouldn't have been able to trip him up. But it didn't matter, because we went right to the tush push, and of course the first one didn't get in, and then we did it again. But that one did go in. I mean, they scored, right?
I guess with Pickett.
With Pickett and Barkley pushing from behind, and great second effort by both of those guys to get in there. And Pickett's helmet actually came off in that. So, and then of course after a Elliott extra point, it's 24-7 to end the half. All right. So good first half by the Eagles. Definitely. I mean, who's going to complain about a 24-7, especially the way the games started out? So we got a start of the second half. The Eagles have the ball on their own 33. And what are we getting here? So we get a big dose of Barkley runs and 3rd and 4th down passes to 3 and 4 yard passes to Devontae Smith for a first. We got a roughing the passer. Boy, if that's the play I'm thinking about, man, that guy should be getting a fine today, okay? Because he took like two or three unimpeded steps to him. And the Parsons one was the one that knocked him out, but the one that they got the call, the roughing the passer, that was the one that I think really did really hurt him. But it was nasty. Okay, so then what we got? Roughing the passer, like we just talked about. And on 3rd and goal, we got a great catch by AJ that was negated by a penalty. Then we got the cheap shot by Parsons, which wasn't called. And he's out, Pickett's out, and McKee comes in for one play. They weren't able to get anything going, and Elliott kicks a field goal. Now the Eagles are up
27-7.
27-7, and so Pickett out, McKee in. What do you think about that? What were you thinking at the time when this happened?
We'll give McKee his shot. Like, it's the best time to do it when you're up by a lot.
Yeah, right. So because it's not a close game, we weren't as worried and stuff. But I was sad to see Pickett go out, man, because I tell you what, I mean, that guy really gave us everything he had. He had a rib injury coming into it, and he didn't let it stop him from starting. And what the hell, if you're going to get your third string quarterback in there, now's the right time. Okay, so Dallas starts on their 30, but they go 3 and out, and they punt to the Eagles. The Eagles get the ball on the 35, and all eyes on Tanner McKee. But we get a heavy dose of Barkley, 9-yard, 3-yard, 1-yard runs, a pass to Devontae. A nice pass to AJ, but unfortunately
he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out of bounds. But Barkley, in the meantime, he's up to 115 yards, so he's climbing closer and closer to the record and the 2,000-yard mark. And then on 3rd and 8, he went back to AJ, and we got a touchdown. Offense is looking good. Tanner McKee gets his first NFL TD, and what does AJ do with the ball?
Well, he hands it off to a fan in the stands.
Oh, hands it off. He threw it, man. He heaved that ball, man. I mean, he threw it up there, and all of his teammates are going like, "What did you do? What did you do, man?" It's like crazy. So you see the whole negotiation going on. They're getting the what's his name, the big guy, the Dom, right? Dom and some other guy are over there on the sidelines talking to this guy, negotiating with him, and AJ's going, "Sign jersey. I'll sign this jersey," to trade it back. So good thing for Tanner McKee. He got his first NFL TD, and he got the ball back, and so that all worked out good. And after a Elliott extra point, Eagles are up 34-7. And boy, this is not looking like the game that we thought it was going to be, but we love it, right?
Yes.
I mean, especially since it's Dallas. I mean, come on, you gotta love this. All right, so Dallas gets the ball on the 30. They had a couple of nice runs and a 18-yard pass to end the third quarter, and unfortunately, GJ went out with his ankle. But a few plays later, Nolan Smith had a big hit, and DeJean recovers the fumble, and the Eagles get the ball back. Right now, it looks like everything is going the Eagles' way.
Sure is.
Yeah, right? And it's always better when it's against the Cowboys. So, all right, the Eagles start on the 25, and after a 15-yard penalty that was assessed from the previous play, they ended up on the 25 because it was a 15-yard penalty, right? Okay, so then we got 5 straight to Barkley, and that's what put him over 2,000 for the season. And, of course, people are cheering MVP. Now, we don't.
Well, the record's not the most important thing, but if he gets it, fine.
Yeah. Of course, right? And then the MVP thing, I mean, we don't really think he's going to be in the
MVP race.
In the MVP race, we're pretty much between Allen and Lamar and stuff. But especially if he does get it, though. I mean, you wouldn't fault anybody that voted for him. Okay, so anyway, and then McKee hits Devontae for a 25-yard TD. That's his second TD of the day for McKee, second TD of the day for Devontae, and the second TD for McKee's career. So looking really good. Eagles up 41-7 at that point. To be honest with you, I don't know that there's too much point going over the rest of the game. There really wasn't too much happened after that. Everybody was sitting, and there really wasn't a lot more scoring going on and stuff. So really good. So that ended up being the final score.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 41-7. And so now the Eagles are
13-3 and NFC East champions.
Yeah, absolutely, baby. I mean, NFC East champs, and people, I don't know. I mean, I guess other people around the league know, but it's really hard to win the NFC East, right? Because there hasn't been
a repeat champion in 20 years.
In 20 years, I mean, and it's hard. I mean, ask Dallas, right? Because they won last year, and and then you just got thumped today, 41-7. So, but all right. So, game recap. For me, I don't know. I think that Dallas started strong, right? But then they fizzled out. The defense kind of took over in the second quarter. The offense started coming around in the second quarter. We got Calcaterra with that big catch. I think that's what really made the big difference for the offense. It was a big game changer. I don't know. How do you feel about the game, Philly? What did you take from it?
Well, the Eagles dominated, showed they were the better team all the way through, other than maybe the first drive or two for Dallas.
Yeah. They definitely. I mean, they definitely cemented their. Them being in the conversation as one of the top teams in the NFL and definitely one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, so how about game balls? We want to give out some game balls. How about on offense?
Well, I go Smitty because he bounced back after that drop last week.
Yeah, and it was great to see them building his confidence, but also building in a way the fan base's confidence and the whole team's confidence. Yeah, so great. I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna give it to two people. I'm gonna give it to Pickett and McKee because Pickett came in and slow start, but turned it up and was doing all that with injury, with banged up ribs and stuff. And then you get McKee comes in, throws 2 touchdowns. Doesn't throw an interception, if my memory's correct. Doesn't have a fumble, doesn't have any miscues. Really does a good job. I mean, that really says something about the offense, the coaching staff, that a third-string quarterback, and it says a lot about Howie Roseman, right? That he was able to pick this up. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to those two guys. How about on defense?
Well, I'd give it to the defense as a whole because you had no-name guys stepping up that you never heard of. Burks guy.
Yeah, Oren, O-R-E-N. Okay, Oren Burke. Yeah, I never heard of him before today. If I did, it went in one ear and out the other. But it's just another example of next man up, right?
Yes.
I can't disagree, but I'm going to give it to my guy, CJGJ, okay? Love the guy, love his emotions. All right, well, let's talk about Sirianni here just for a little bit. Great job, don't you think?
Well, he has to plug in any quarterback and have success. It's not an easy thing.
Right. And that's just not Kellen Moore, right? That's just not the offensive coordinator. That's him taking charge of everything. And I think between all the controversies that's been going on over the past couple weeks, and then losing to the Redskins and having your quarterback knocked out, and then having another quarterback knocked out and a third string guy going in there, sure, McKee and Pickett get credit, right? But Sirianni's just been doing a great job. And I don't know, did you pick up on any of this stuff about him and Zach Ertz getting into it a little bit after the game.
Well, I just think it's two competitors. Like Ertz wants to win, I know, and better than anyone because he played for the Eagles, won a Super Bowl here. So
yeah, and that's all good. Like, I got respect for anybody that was a former Eagle and was on that team and everything. But he obviously said something to get underneath Sirianni's skin, and nothing against him, but I just hate how some people in the media and or maybe some fans, but I think it's more media because I don't think fans really care. I think fans, if you're a real Philly fan, if you're a true Philly fan, and you have that great knowledge and you have that emotion, you're not going to take that from somebody else. Whatever it is he said was disrespectful, either to himself, or to the team, or to the city. And I applaud him for standing up in moments like that. So anyway, nice job. I mean, it was a great game. Really enjoyed watching it. Unfortunately, we couldn't watch it together. But I know you enjoyed it as much as I did. Especially because it's against who?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. And do we like the Cowboys?
Not at all.
Not at all. We don't like them. Okay. All right. Well, so we're gonna end this. And remember, if you don't hate us,
like us.
You got it. And then subscribe.
So you don't miss an episode.
And follow us so you don't miss an episode. And we're going to wrap it up with Fly, Eagles, Fly.